August 18th, 2025. A date that will forever be etched into the hearts of ARMY and the history books of K-pop. When Spotify confirmed that Jungkook's 7 had crossed the 2.5 billion streaming mark, the news spread like wildfire. In Seoul, Times Square, London, and Sao Paulo, digital billboards lit up with ARMY-made celebrations. On social media, the hashtag 7.2.5 and Golden Record Jungkook trended worldwide. For fans, it wasn't just about a number. It was about validation. Proof that Jungkook, the youngest of BTS, had stepped into the world stage on his own and conquered it. When 7 was released in July 2023, BTS was in the middle of its military service chapter. ARMY worried. Would the world move on without them? Could K-pop still hold global attention without BTS's constant presence? Jungkook answered with a resounding yes. The song dropped like a lightning strike. Within hours, it topped iTunes in over 100 countries. Within a week, it debuted at #1 on Billboard Hot 100. Within 3 months, it broke the impossible barrier of 1 billion streams faster than any other K-pop track. It wasn't just a hit, it was a phenomenon. Why did 7 succeed where so many others struggled? Universality. The English lyrics and timeless pop production made it accessible to listeners from Seoul to San Francisco. Authenticity. Jungkook didn't try to fit a mold. He sang with vulnerability and confidence, blending his artistry with global trends. Timing. In a summer when fans missed BTS the most, 7 felt like a gift of reassurance. We're still here. We're not gone. Music will keep us connected. One ARMY wrote, "When Jungkook sang every hour, every minute, every second, it felt like he was singing directly to us. That's why it still hits 2 years later." First K-pop song to reach 2.5 billion streams. Fastest K-pop song to 1 billion streams, 108 days. Over 9.4 billion total streams across Jungkook's solo discography. The only Korean soloist in the top 10 most streamed male artists globally in 2025. Music platforms themselves have celebrated Jungkook. Spotify's official account congratulated him with the caption, "From Seoul to the world. Jungkook 7 is now a 2.5B global anthem." Behind every milestone is ARMY. Fans organized global streaming parties, playlists, and campaigns to keep 7 alive on charts long after its release. Even during Jungkook's military service in 2024, they continued streaming daily, determined to push the song past milestone after milestone. One Brazilian fan account shared, "We kept streaming 7 like it was our duty. Jungkook gave us our heart, we gave him our streams. Today's record is our record too." From Jakarta to New York, from Tokyo to Buenos Aires, ARMY feels this accomplishment as a collective victory. The influence of 7 didn't stop at streaming charts. The music video became iconic, with Jungkook's playful and passionate acting earning millions of replays. His fashion, like the leather jackets and laid-back casual fits, set trends across Asia and beyond. Brands he wore in the MV saw products sell out within hours. Once again, Jungkook proved that he isn't just a musician, he's a cultural powerhouse. With BTS set for a full group comeback in spring 2026, Jungkook's streaming dominance sets the stage for what could be the biggest return in music history. Industry insiders whisper about a second solo album from Jungkook in late 2026, a world tour, his first as a soloist, spanning multiple continents, more international collaborations following his work with Lotto, Jack Harlow, and Charlie Puth. The question everyone is asking now is, can Jungkook outdo himself? For ARMY, 7 isn't just a record-breaking hit. It's a memory, a comfort, a promise. It's the sound of Jungkook saying, "Even while we're apart, my music will keep us together." As the song plays on playlists around the world today, it carries with it more than just a catchy melody. It carries the story of a boy from Busan who dreamed of singing, who grew up on stage with his brothers, and who now stands as one of the most influential artists on earth. And now, with 2.5 billion streams, Seven has become eternal.
When the milestone was announced, ARMY didn't just celebrate online, they turned it into a worldwide festival. Seoul, South Korea. Digital billboards across Gangnam lit up with messages. 2.5 B streams, congratulations Jungkook. Cafes and fan spaces hosted listening parties, replaying Seven on loop while fans sang together, their voices echoing across the night. New York, USA. In Times Square, fan collectives rented LED screens to flash images of Jungkook alongside the words, History Maker. Crowds of fans gathered, waving purple ARMY bombs, cheering as if it were a live concert. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Fans organized a beach gathering, blasting Seven from speakers, dancing in the sand, and holding banners that read, Jungkook, our global star. Tokyo, Japan. A huge mural featuring Jungkook and the Seven artwork was revealed by Japanese armies, drawing hundreds of fans who came to take photos and celebrate the moment together. Jakarta, Indonesia. Fan bases rented cinemas to stream the Seven movie video on the big screen, chanting and singing as though it was a live BTS concert. For many, the celebration was more than just about numbers. It was about unity. ARMY felt connected not just to Jungkook, but to each other. Crossing 2.5 billion streams put Seven in the same league as global mega hits like Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, The Weeknd's Blinding Lights, and Harry Styles' As It Was. To see a Korean solo artist alongside those names is nothing short of revolutionary. An American music journalist commented, "It took Western pop stars years to dominate streaming numbers. Jungkook did it in just 2 years with his debut solo single. That's not just impressive, it's historic." This achievement forces the music industry to rethink its boundaries. K-pop is no longer just a genre from Korea, it is global pop. And Jungkook, with Seven, is leading the charge. For ARMY, Seven carries memories of longing and resilience. When it was first released, BTS members were beginning their military service. Fans felt uncertain, even afraid. Would BTS's presence fade? Then came Jungkook's voice. Every hour, every minute, every second, you know, night after night, I'll be loving you right, 7 days a week. It wasn't just a love song, it was a promise. A message that even in absence, BTS's bond with ARMY was unbreakable. A Korean fan shared, "I listened to Seven every night during their enlistment. It gave me comfort. Now that Jungkook is back, this milestone feels like destiny fulfilled." Now, the music industry is buzzing with speculation. If Jungkook can achieve 2.5 billion streams with his first solo single, what will his second album bring? Insiders whisper about a potential English-Korean fusion album in 2026, major collaborations, names like Charlie Puth, already seen in the studio, Billie Eilish, and even global icons like Drake have been rumored. A world tour that could rival BTS's Love Yourself and Map of the Soul eras. Jungkook has proven he can carry the world on his shoulders, said a Korean entertainment analyst. The only question now is, how far can he go? The timing of this record could not be more symbolic. BTS is set to reunite in spring 2026 after years apart due to military service. Jungkook's solo success is seen not as competition with BTS, but as a power boost for their comeback. Fans believe Jungkook's global dominance ensures that when BTS returns, they will not just reclaim their throne, they will sit on an even higher one. One ARMY's viral post read, "Jungkook didn't just break records for himself, he raised the standard for BTS's comeback. Imagine what's coming in 2026. The world isn't ready." Every era has its icons. Michael Jackson in the 80s, Beyoncé in the 2000s, Ed Sheeran in The Weeknd in the 2010s. Now, in the 2020s, Jungkook has carved his name among them, not just as a member of BTS, but as a solo legend. The boy from Busan, who once dreamed of being a singer, has become the man who reshaped global pop. 2 years after its release, Seven continues to dominate playlists. It isn't fading into nostalgia, it's growing stronger, becoming a timeless anthem. As one fan beautifully wrote, Seven is not just Jungkook's song, it's the sound of ARMY's love, BTS's legacy, and a reminder that music has no borders. From Seoul to Sao Paulo, from New York to Jakarta, one truth is clear. Seven is no longer just a summer hit. It is history. It is legacy. It is eternity.